We are live.
Whoop,
Hello,
whoop.
hello, hello. Another Monday Night Live. Some technical difficulties, but we're back.
Boom.
Oh, and Gillian's got her wine, more importantly.
Well, you need the wine to get over the tech difficulties, let's face it. The two go hand in hand, Abigail.
Oh, blooming heck. Right, I'm going to give it a couple
We
of
will
seconds
not
to
let the
get some
tech
people on.
monster.
No, we won't. We won't let it defeat us. Chrissy's not with us for tech difficulties, and she might pop up in the comments. We never know. We shall see. But yes, hello on another Monday Night Live. We've got the amazing Gillian Devine with us, and we are going to talk about all things marketing and getting us out of this slump, because a lot of people are complaining that it's slow and they don't know what they're doing, and we're going to get you out of it after technical difficulties. So before we start,
wine.
yeah, just drink the wine.
That's the
I can't
answer
live
to
Before we start, if you are watching us live, let us know in the live chat where you're watching from. I mean, I think we're a little bit behind a second, so I'm still waiting for people to log on, but we will persevere. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. And if you are finding it a bit slow at the moment, guys, because that's all I'm seeing in photography groups at the moment is, oh my God, it's dead. Is everyone else kind of facing the same thing? Is that what you were kind of seeing as well, Gillian?
Absolutely. Yeah, it is tough. It seems to have gone really quiet for a lot of people. And it's tough when you're running your own business anyway, isn't it? You feel like you are on your own. It's good to be a part of groups like your group and feel that camaraderie. But yeah, I'm seeing it as well. You know, it is.
And it's not just like we are maternity and newborn based, so a lot of the groups we are in that niche, but it's industry wide. I think, like I'm seeing on threads and things like that, they're not necessarily maternity and newborn photographers, and it is industry wide. It's just we are a luxury item, and unfortunately, we are in a bit of a recession. We're heading towards that worldwide, and I think we are just one of them things that people think they don't necessarily need.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think for the majority of photography genres, we are classed as a luxury. So we're one of the first to be cut. You know, I work with photographers that work in lots of different genres, and yeah, they're all finding the same. So it is, you know, it is tough, and you can lose your mojo, can't you, and feel really demotivated. You end up turning to the alcohol, let's face it.
Yeah, just drink yourself into an oblivion.
I was about to say that, oblivion.
We have got Phil with us. Hi, Phil.
Yay!
Hope
Hey,
you're
Phil.
well. Where are you watching from? Are you finding it slow at the moment? Let us know in the comments. Yeah, it's a hard one, and I think it's a good time, I think, to take a step back if you are going like a bit slow and go, right, what can I change? What can I do? What have I been wanting to do? And going, I haven't had the time. So like experiment, try new things. And I as bad as it is, if we have a bit of a downtime in the studio, Christy gets a bit stressy and I'm a little bit like, oh, this is nice. Like, what can we be doing that we've been putting off? And I like to get those jobs done and out the way.
I agree. I think from my point of view, it is about us taking responsibility for our own actions. It's tough when it's slow in the industry, and it is slow in the industry right now. And a lot of the time we can't control that, but we can control how we react and what we do. And I'm really passionate about, give yourself a little moment to have a wallow, have a glass of wine, have a little like, oh, this is rubbish. But don't stay in that wallow.
No.
It's our responsibility to be proactive as business owners. And as you've said, use the time proactively. Look really critically at your marketing, look at other things you can do. I've been, leading up to us having this chat tonight, I've made a list of a few ideas of things I've shared with the photographers I mentor. But it is about us not letting ourselves stay in that lull. We've got to, drag ourselves up by our pants and say, right, what can I do about this?
I'm terrible at sitting down and not doing anything. Like lockdown, was terrible for me. As much as I loved being in the house and being with my son, Like, I couldn't sit
Yeah.
still. I was like, right, well, what about if I do this? What if I do that? And I ended up applying for a massive grant of like £250,000 to buy a studio and renovate the whole studio. Because I was like, I can't do it. I can't sit here and do nothing because it's driving me up the wall. So we just were like, well, what have we always wanted to do? Let's build a studio. And we just did it.
Exactly. I think that's absolutely ace. You made your dreams come true. I freaking love that. You manifested it and you made it happen. I'm all about that. You know, when it was in lockdown, I was supposed to be moving out to Spain. So I was all about, right, I'm stuck here now. I can't move out to Spain, but let's, as you said, I can't sit still. What can I do? Let's do other things.
Yeah.
Let's
we did doorstep sessions for charity because I was like, that'll be my daily exercise. So we did family sessions on people's doorsteps, like socially distanced, when we were allowed to go out and do a little bit of exercise, and we just donated all the money to charity. And I was like, right, that's another thing ticked off. Then my exercise got out, carried on, and as much as it was just a way of us getting out and kind of keeping up, like just keeping sane, it did really well for us because it was marketed to a whole new area that didn't necessarily know who we were. So yeah,
you haven't given up. I did the same, myself and the brand photographers I was working with, we were doing virtual shoots because we couldn't go out and do shoots. So I was sat in the comfort of my own home with my pajamas and my slippers on the bottom half, doing virtual shoots with the magic of the internet. And that was bringing great income. I mean, I know one of the photographers I mentor, she was doing like £2,500 a week with virtual shoots. It was like boom. But as you said, keeping you visible and almost giving people a little service, and then they want the big service when we can again. So
I think it's hard to get into that mindset, isn't it? When you feel like the world's against you, you kind of spiral, and it's like, oh well, nobody's buying at the moment, so I don't want to do that. And like, it kind of, you stop marketing, and then you stop getting more like any inquiries at all. And then when you stop getting inquiries, you're like, oh, I can't post anymore because I've got no new work. And it just spirals and spirals until you're like, right, well, I'm going to just give up. So you need to kind of, as hard as it is, need to try and stay in a positive mental space to be able to push yourself and carry on marketing, because now is the exact time you need to be marketing, because when people have the money, you'll be at the forefront of their mind.
Exactly. So it's, I think you're right. It's almost like a two-pronged attack, a mindset piece, knowing yourself, being so self-aware and knowing what you can do to lift your energetic space. So for me, I know it's getting out in nature, it's walking the dogs, it's gratitude, it's journaling, it's manifestation. That works for me. What works for you? Even just dancing around the living room to some mad music to, dance. Everyone's watching, to lift your energy. So it's definitely that, plus the marketing. What can you do to change your marketing, to alter your marketing, to get yourself out there, to be more visible? And even, you've just said a great point. Sometimes photographers are thinking, well, I've not got any shoots in, or I've not had any new shoots, so I've got nothing to post. Just revisit your old shoots, because not everyone sees everything anyway. So just revisit your old work.
Even stuff like from ages and ages and ages ago, go back, re-editing, go, oh, I had 2 minutes. I thought I loved this image originally. I thought I'd re-edit it in my style now.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of content. Like,
absolutely.
People can see how long you experience from, this was from ages ago. Look how much experience I got now, and this is how I shoot. Like, there we are. There's one thing off the top of my head. We've got...
Absolutely.
Llanelli. Around the corner from us.
Hey.
That's okay, Andy. No worries. I'm glad you're with us now.
Yeah.
Oh, and Christy's joined
to see.
in the comments.
Yay! Having other talks to speak to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Your peers, your friends, and choose your toggy friends carefully. I mean, there's so many amazing photographers out there, but we're all different. We've all got different personalities, different energies, different characteristics. So choose your circle of people that are going to lift you up, that don't make you feel bad, that don't maybe bring your energy down, that actually lift your energy up. Because we're not always everyone's cup of tea, are we? Some people are meant to be together and they lift each other up. Some people aren't. It's choosing your people carefully.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're very lucky, me and Christy, in that we've got each other constantly. I mean, kind of lucky. Sometimes I want to frown. We are very lucky that we've got each other, and we can kind of, if one of us is a bit down, we can be like, come on, let's get on with it. Let's change things up. Let's take a step back, see what we can do differently and things like that. So we are very lucky. But because we've got that, we know how important it is to us to have another person to talk to. So we are very conscious in our groups and things like that, that we want it to be a safe space. There's no judgment. There's no harsh criticism. Like, everybody starts at the beginning. So like uploading a photo to a group, there's some groups that we're in and it is harsh, like it is wild out there. Like, people will give criticism where it is unwanted, and sometimes that is the wrong place for people to be. If you like, if you're in the wrong frame of mind already, and then you go into those groups expecting help, and they bringing you down, leave. Just leave. They're not your people.
They're not. You're so right, Abby. You're so right. If you're in a group where it just doesn't bring you joy and lift you up, there's no point being there. Like, your group is so supportive, so warm, so welcoming. And no matter where you are in your journey, every day's a school day, isn't it? We're always learning stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're very passionate that everybody is learning. Doesn't matter how old you are, how long you've been in the industry, every day is a school day.
Absolutely. I love that.
I find a lot of local groups are very negative. That's why I find my people online. Yeah, I have also found this.
Yes, absolutely. Completely agree.
Yeah.
But I do think that second part of the two-pronged attack, getting your energy and mindset right, and then the marketing, there's so many things that sometimes they're basics, but you forget them, because we've all got busy lives, we've all got busy businesses. And because sometimes your energy is a bit low and you think, oh, it's slow, where's my next client from? You forget to just maybe revisit the basics. So for me,
just talk to camera up on stories. Let people see your face, see who you are, and get to know you again. Even if it's hi guys, I haven't spoke to you in a while. Let me reintroduce myself to all my new followers. Like, it's a piece of content. You're talking to the camera, people are seeing you. You're building relationships, building trust.
Yeah.
It'll get you somewhere.
Growing, know, like, and trust, exactly, because people buy from people. Sharing your testimonials. You've got maybe loads of Facebook reviews, loads of Google reviews, even if they're a couple of years old, just reshare it, or just revisiting some amazing reviews from fantastic clients. Look what this client said. You don't have to say that it's 2 years old, but just getting that almost social proof out there is another type of content.
If you're currently having a slow time, you've got time to go through and troll all those reviews. You've got time to go back through all of your old content and look through your old hard drives for things you might have missed and thought, oh, actually, I didn't like that at the time, but now I absolutely love it. Let's edit it and get that up. Or you've got time, sit there and like create content.
Absolutely. And even things like, I know a lot of us forget the follow-up or don't follow up enough, in my mind, because we're frightened of being too salesy, we're frightened of being a pest.
I'm exactly like that. I hate asking for testimonials after.
Oh, but even just up inquiries, because there was an amazing photographer I work with. She did an absolute smashing month, 8 grand, and then the month after was a little bit slower. And so we were talking about, right, well, you haven't changed your marketing's doing well. Do you have any leads you could follow up? And she had 5 people that had inquired either in a networking group or just, randomly on social media, said, oh yeah, that's something I need to think about. And she hadn't followed it all. So we have to follow up. And I follow a guy called Chris Cardell, and I love his saying. His saying is, follow up until they die, buy, or tell you to go away.
Use that all the time.
Maybe that's a bit extreme, but I must say I stand by just following up the once. It's not enough, because people's lives are busy and
they forget.
They might have had a busy day. They intend to reply, but they don't. And then they forget. If you're anything like me, I inquire about something and then someone replies and then I forget, or I think, oh my gosh, what was that person's name that I inquired with? I want this service and I can't remember the name now. And then if they don't, give me another nudge, they're never going to get my money. No. So I do think that follow-up is really important. And getting
just
over
Yeah, we're just leaving money on the table otherwise. You're literally underselling yourself. You're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing your client a disservice because they wanted you. They
Yeah.
wanted you enough to contact you. So
Yeah.
just one little message going, hi, have you thought about this again? Just checking in. Like that could be
Absolutely.
the difference between like nothing and £1,000.
Absolutely. And it's even, little touch points. Excuse me. You don't have to even follow up by saying, hey, just have you thought about this some more? You can follow up in so many different ways. For instance, if you're a newborn photographer and you've read or seen an article or blog that you think your ideal clients would find interesting, ping it over to them and say, hey, just pinging this over to all the lovely mummies to be in my inner circle. I found it really interesting. I hope you found it valuable too. And that again just gives them that little touch point.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
could even share a little testimonial. Hey, just sending this to all the mummies to be in my inner circle. Just had an amazing client in. This is what she said about working with us. So it's just those little touch points. You're not saying, buy my thing, buy my thing, buy my thing.
No.
You're just reminding them in a really soft way that you're there.
Yeah, definitely. Like we do a newsletter once a month, and that is never about booking. There's a little book with us right at the bottom, the very, very bottom, going, this is the dates you need for your diary. This is maternity dates. This is newborn dates when you need a book, like inquire here with a little thing. But the actual like bulk of it then is just information that they might find interesting that will be helpful to them as new parents or parents to be or whatever. And just once a month, just keep on top of it. Just to, I'm still here. Hello, still here.
Email marketing, it's great for that. Just keeping yourself top of mind, because social media, we don't control who sees what. Some people might not see our stuff. And I think email marketing is a little bit more intimate, isn't it? Because someone's actually giving you their email address. They've requested to be in your world, so to speak. So they're welcoming your stuff, your content. So I think that's a wonderful marketing pillar, email marketing. Absolutely.
And if you haven't started a list yet, start now. Start today, because like it will change your life.
Absolutely.
Like, the amount of photographers I've spoken to that haven't even started an email list, it's a no-brainer. Like,
oh, it is. And it's such an easy thing to do. You're already, if you're posting on social media more than once a week, you've already got your email content. Just put the same content out on your email list, because not everybody sees everything.
Of course they don't.
Someone said, I can't remember who it was, someone said the best time to start your email marketing was this time last year. The second best time to start your email marketing is right now.
If you want, actually, this is a really good segue. If you want to start email marketing, there's a 50% off your first year with Flowdesk in the description. We absolutely. Do you use Flowdesk?
Yes.
We use Flowdesk.
I don't know. I don't know much about Flowdesk.
I'll send you a link later. It is amazing. Blown my mind. We went to a conference in a talk in WPPI with I can't remember what she was. She was like one of the leaders in Flowdesk, and she blew my mind. And I was like, oh my god, I need this now. Like, and I never do that. I'm like always like, oh, it's all so easy. But she was like, I need this now. It's all kind of designed around like beautiful emails, so everything needs to look beautiful. But like they have a massive, there's so much higher click-through ratio and open ratio than other email marketers because of the way everything looks and everything is structured. Amazing. And also they do flat, sorry, this has turned into a massive sales pitch. They do flat rate. They do flat rate pricing, so it doesn't matter how big your email marketing list grows, it's the same price. If you've got one person on your list or 100,000 people on your list. Like, why isn't that on a thing?
That is amazing, because I used to be with Active Campaign, and the more people I was getting on my list, it was getting absolutely extortionate.
It makes you not want to grow your list, doesn't it? It's just wild that that's the industry norm.
No,
it's created by women, like started by women. Love it. They're amazing. I could go into chapter and verse about Flowdesk.
No, that's a good recommend. I'm currently using Ella, a piece of software called Ella, which is good for my email marketing. Plus, it's my CRM. Plus, it does lead, landing pages and all that. It's about checking out the different options and finding the right options for you.
Yeah.
They do landing pages as well. That's brilliant. What's the cost of them?
Forms, everything. It is off the top of my head. Wait a minute now. I want to say $39 a month,
Bargain.
but don't quote me on it. But I'm pretty sure it's $39 a month. Well done, Phil. Checking out Flowdesk right now.
Love it. Love.
It is a bargain. I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head, but it's around $39 a month, and it is a bargain, considering you can have as many people as you want on that list forever.
That is really
And
good. I love that.
I tell you how much it is. It's $19 if you have with your 50% off your first year. So it's $19 for your first year a month.
That's
I know.
That's
a
a
link,
really.
Gillian.
I'm going to be having a look at that link, darling.
They are amazing. We've gone off on tangent now, and I don't even know where we are.
No, that's what we were talking about marketing. No, but it's good. It's all useful. I tell you what, that's made me think about the other thing I always recommend to photographers is utilizing your current clients. So we are in a slow space in the industry right now. We're looking at, it's slow. New clients coming in has slowed. However, you've still got all those past clients. And, unless they've moved countries or popped off, they are still hopefully open to either recommending you to their circle, their friends and family, or utilizing your services, again, depending on obviously what genre you're in. So again, the follow-up, keeping in touch with your past clients, nurturing that relationship, making sure they don't forget you, excuse me, and actually asking them to share, voice noting people. So my past clients that have been through my service, I'm sure like yours, I'm sure like, lots of us photographers, we love our clients. We've created an amazing service. So voice note them on a regular basis, keep in touch with them, check in with them, but ask them, I've just shared this thing on social media. Would you mind sharing it on your social media? I know my clients, because I've created a great relationship with them, would do that in a heartbeat. But sometimes we're not brave enough to ask, are we?
No.
So it's about being brave, ballsy and bold with your messaging and asking the question, get them to share. And
asking them in the right way. You could do it without feeling salesy and pushy and like a burden on them. Just build the relationships.
I'm always really honest with my clients, and I'll say things like, for instance, Monica, she was an amazing client. Hey, Monica, how are you? How are the boys? Oh, congratulations on the boys' new book. Her two boys have created a children's book. I just wanted to say hi. It's been a year since your shoot, so I hope things are going well. And you know how much I loved working with you. I'm trying to attract more people just like you. So I wondered, would you do me a favor and just share the social media post I've just put out? I'd love it if you could do that for me. I'd really appreciate it. And Monica comes straight back and goes, oh, Jill, she's amazing. Oh, Jill, thank you so much. Nice to hear from you. Oh, I'm so proud of the boys. Yes, of course. And then she shares it. Amazing.
2 seconds out your life.
Exactly.
And it comes across so much better when it's from an actual client going, this was amazing, I loved it, you need this in your life too.
Yeah, exactly.
They do definitely feel like family when they come to the end of the experience. And I think that's kind of, I can't think of the real word, that is quite not normal, but like a lot of people feel like that at the end of an experience with a photographer. But with maternity and newborn, it is so kind of intense, and it's such a special time in your life, and that you're asking us to kind of be involved in, and we can become very involved and very close when we like doing maternity sessions and everything. There's a lot of like body on show sometimes. But we get to know everybody so well within the family, like that even their parents or the grandparents and everything feel like they're part of our family, because they're coming in, they're like, hiya girls, what do you do now? Like, and they talk to us like they've been our life forever, and we absolutely love that.
It's a special connection, isn't it? When you're maternity photography, your newborn photography, it is a very special time in a woman's life. So it's a very special connection, and it's lovely to create that experience. And then you create a relationship that it's our job to nurture that. Don't be that friend that you never, we've all got those friends that you never hear from them unless they want something. I want to borrow your lawnmower or something, or I want to borrow your that gold dress, Jill. Can I borrow it? I've not heard from you for a year. No, you can't borrow a gold dress. So we don't. The same with our clients. We don't want to be that friend that only ever contacts them when we want to sell something. We want to keep in touch with our clients, just check in with them, see how they're doing, share things with them, ask how the kids are, how their life is. And that's nurturing a relationship. So that's super important right now, because it is quieter getting new people in. It's more important than ever to look after your client base. When they're ready to come back to you, they will. If they feel looked after and nurtured, they will recommend you. So it's super, super important. And you mentioned before, Abby, about not leaving money on the table. And that is definitely something in times as such as right now, we need to get our not leaving money table head on.
And please don't lower your prices. Please do not lower your prices.
Absolutely.
The amount of people on the that are going, I'm just gonna lower my price. I don't care anymore. I'm lowering my price. I'm like, you're making your life so much more hard work.
Yeah, because you've got to do the same amount of work for a cheaper price, plus you're then attracting cheaper end clients. It's just a race to the bottom.
Want everything for nothing. The problem clients are always the cheaper clients every single time.
Absolutely.
And it's just, I know it's really hard especially when it's your livelihood and it's the only income you've got and it's only you and everything relies on you. It is so tough.
It is.
Like, you need to be able to ride out a little bit longer, because lowering your prices is not going to help you. It's just going to make you much more stressed.
Absolutely agree. And it is sometimes a mindset thing. We might think in that time of panic, I've got to lower my prices because people can't afford it. So I'll have to go to where they can afford it.
Yeah.
And changing your mindset to, no, hang on. Yes, it's slower, but not for everyone. There are people out there with money spending on, and maybe you should go the opposite way. Put an aspirational, inspirational package together with a high-end price that's going to appeal to the people where a recession, it's not affecting them. They've still got loads of money to spend. So lowering the prices isn't going to attract those people, but meeting the people that have got money to spend with an inspirational or aspirational package and shouting to them. That means you're doing the same amount of work, but you're getting more money per hour, aren't you, at the end of the day?
Exactly. And find your target market then, the people with money, and go to where they are. Go to the mummy groups, the posh mummy groups that you wouldn't necessarily go to, and advertise there. Go to your local hospitals or the private IVF clinics and advertise there. Like, go to where these people with money would go on frequent, and learn how to market to those clients instead of your usual marketing. You've got time. Work out how to reach those people and get in front of the right people.
Yeah, definitely. One of the best things you can do in times like now is think back to the best clients you've had through your business, the ones that really spent a lot of money. They were a joy to work with. They invested with ease with you because they loved you. Get them on a Zoom call and pick their brains. Where are they hanging out? Where did they hang out? So, for instance, if it was a newborn or maternity, where did they go and spend time and money while they were pregnant? What activities did they go and do? Were there any groups they went to? Were there any particular activities or any boutiques for maternity clothes, boutiques for baby clothes? Where else did they spend their time and their money? Because they're connections that you can make and then go and be in those places. Because if that's where your ideal client is hanging out.
Oh, we've lost you. More technical difficulties, Gillian.
We've lost me. Oh, bums.
Oh, you're back. You're back. It's not a night.
Sorry.
I'm telling you.
It's not a night. Sorry, I'm going to start singing in a minute. So, where did you do then?
I can't remember because I got so stressed because you got pixelated again.
Oh, sugar, I'm sorry. Before we started, Abby was like, Jill, we can't even see your face. You're so pixelated.
I couldn't see your nose. It was a blur.
I have got one, I promise. It's quite prominent.
But yes, find those people. I think that's where we were. Find the people that you want to market to, and go to them. Find new ways of being able to get in front of those people. I think we've lost Gillian. completely.
I was just going to ask,
You back?
what other
Oh, yeah.
things have you been doing, Abby?
Oh. Gillian, I think you might have to go back out and come back in again. The joys of technology in 2025, guys. Stick with us. Oh, she's back. There you go.
I'm so sorry. I was going to say, what other things have you been doing? Because I've got another thing I'd love to share, which has definitely worked for some of the photographers that I'm working with to help them in these lean times. But what other things have you been doing, Abby, in your business?
Okay, so this is very niche, but we do destination maternity photography. So last week we went to Mallorca for somebody's baby moon to do a destination session for them, and we booked on an extra day because whenever we go on these trips, we're always like, oh yeah, we'll get all this content, it's gonna be amazing, and then we get there, we focus on the client, obviously, because they're paying us to be there, and we need to focus on the client and make it special for them. But then the content goes out the window because like our full focus is on that, and you can't focus on that and getting content and everything else. So we thought this time, actually, we're going to book an extra day, and we're going to do their session when the session is booked, and then we're going to do a day of content and just sit there and do baby moon content and destination content because we need it to advertise, because we haven't had as many inquiries this year as we would normally have for destination sessions for obvious reasons. So let's sit down, let's plan, and we planned every minute to like, it was ridiculous our plan. We went out there with a massive ridiculous plan, but we got it done, and we've got so much content now for the next couple of months that we probably don't need to do a massive amount of baby moon and destination content again now this year, because we've got so much in the works now for the rest of the year. So it's
That's
about
amazing.
planning your content in advance. Batch content.
Plan and batch. Denise Duffield Thomas says that all the time, doesn't she? I do that. I book like a day or two out every month and just batch my content.
Yeah.
Just help manage your time.
Because like the stress of thinking, oh my God, I haven't got a video for next week and I got to do this, but this client is waiting for this, and it gets on top of me, and I can't sleep. So by batching, I know, oh, don't worry, because I can jump on and get one of them videos edited because it's already it's already recorded. It's there. It'll take me like an hour to edit that if it's not already done. Like it's there waiting for us. So batching content now and going through and going, right, what is the content I need for like my pillars or whatever? So like my maternity pillar, what is missing? What are the pain points for my maternity clients that I can go, right, okay, this is why you need a maternity session, or this is going to help you in your maternity session. And you sit there and you write down all the pain points, all the questions you can think of, and then build content to fill those questions and help with those issues. And then you've got a day to film it all. You're sorted. All your marketing is done for that pillar.
Absolutely. And knowing your ideal client, you know the sort of content that is going to attract them. Absolutely. No, I love that. I absolutely love that. I think one of the things that's definitely helped the photographers that I'm working with at the minute is having recurring income. Now, I'm not sure how that would look in the genres of maternity, etc. But with brand photography, what I'm finding is I'm helping the photographers I work with to look at other opportunities to serve their ideal clients. Our ideal clients are business owners. So where else can we serve them and serve them on a regular basis? For instance, year-long packages, subscriptions. You know, a lot of the photographers I work with, Lynn, she's bringing in over 2,500 quid's worth of money every month just from recurring income from serving the clients working with. That's like a little mini 15-minute shoot every other month. She's helping them do social media posting. She's helping them write content. So by serving in an extra way your clients, so are there any ways for you guys as photographers to think about what can I serve? What can I help my clients with that's going to create recurring revenue?
Like maternity and newborn, you could do a bump to baby package or bump to first year package then, and then you could do like a lot of people will do maternity, newborn, 6 month cake smash or first birthday. But then you could do, if you have this package, you could come in every month and have a mini session every month.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
document your baby every single month. So in the, like, you have an album at the end of it, and you can see their whole year as they grow a little bit every month.
Yeah, even every quarter. I think that's just amazing. And the other thing is not to be frightened about things like virtual shoots. I mean, I'm working with clients in different countries. So I'm doing virtual shoots for American clients and doing a mini virtual shoot for them every quarter. So they're getting brand and business content off me. So from a maternity point of view, you can serve clients in the USA with something different. Obviously, they're not going to have that face experience with you, but there's still an option to serve them. I'm so sorry, darling. I clearly need more.
You need to what's it called, your throat with your wine. But no, I know what you're saying. And if you're kind of looking for an extra little bit of income then that is not client focused, there's always new photographers looking for help. So there are ways to kind of make money from that. I mean, most of my content is free, but we have got a membership that people pay. It's only 99 pence a month. Still, we never changed it. So literally people pay 99 pence a month. We just couldn't be bothered to change it in the hassle of going through changing it all. But we do a live session at least once a month then. There's other content that goes on there, but at least once a month we do a maternity or a newborn session live where photographers can watch us. It's a model call, obviously we couldn't do that with a client, but we'll have a model call and we'll go, right, we're doing a newborn session today, ask us anything. And they literally watch us live and are asking questions as we go along. So they can stop us while we're wrapping and go, actually, can we watch that again? Or how did you do that? And we can, like, it's much easier to do it live where they can ask the questions, and it's all done virtually. And we get a little bit of income from that every month because they're all paying 99 pence a month.
And then from a photographer's point of view, from the photographers coming into your membership, that's an ace time to utilize resources like that. If you're slow, don't just sit on your bottom eating chocolate and watching Netflix, which I'm sure most are tempted to do. I know I am. But, you know, be proactive, use resources, amazing resources like your resource. Like, you know, I do loads of free resources too. So use them, have that proactive mindset and think, right, what can I do today to learn something more, to better develop my business?
Yeah. I remember it was good a few years ago, but I was sat there thinking, this is a bit slow. Like, let's have a look at what I can do then. And we went back and looked at all the newborn work, and I was like, this lighting is not right. Like, it's fine, but it's not what I want it to be. How can we change that? And I went through and I watched so many lighting tutorials. I was like, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. And we practiced and we watched a million different people until we kind of found our style and went, actually, that is it. We've got it now, nailed it. But it was like, we had some downtime, use it. Like, I will not sit still. Exactly. I can't do it.
My mum used to say, ants in your pants. You've got ants in your pants.
It's the ADHD, my brain can't switch off.
I think I'm undiagnosed, you know, I really do.
I think we're all a bit undiagnosed with ADHD, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think we're all on there somewhere.
But yeah, use that time, go back, hone your skills, learn from as many people as you can. Like, we don't just learn from maternity and newborn photographers. I will sit down and watch anybody's webinar, like nature photographers even, because there will always be a little bit of nugget of information, not necessarily for your photography skills. It might be your business skills. Like, it could be anything. And that little change can make a massive difference. It's like the butterfly effect. That little tiny thing could just blow your business out of the water. So just learn from as many people as you can.
Absolutely. But I must admit, I'm going to caveat that with us saying use things, get your resources, get yourself stuck in. In times like this, I am constantly banging on about prioritize your money-making activities.
Yeah.
So whereas, definitely look at things that are going to improve your business, your marketing skills, as well as your photography. We should be always improving. But definitely prioritize the things that are going to bring money in right now. Because if you are in that space where the bookings aren't coming in, I've got bills to pay, we need to prioritize what's going to bring me in money. And the things we've talked about, you know, creating a system where you can keep in touch with clients, get them back into your world, serve them with something else, get them sharing your stuff, not leaving money on the table. Existing clients, so say for instance you're used to 10 clients a month. If you've only got 2 clients in this month, then you're going to be in a state of panic. Get it. But it's then our job, if your client average spend is say 600 quid, then you need to go to town on not only getting your average out of the 2 clients that you've got in, but what else can you serve them with? What extras can you give them? And again, that's a mindset point of view, a mindset challenge sometimes. We are shy about asking, what else can I offer you? What else can I, the dreaded word, sell to you? Well, asking that question when your clients are placing an order, never leave money on the table.
Do you want to buy something for the grandparents? Is there a gift you want to buy for the grandparents? We got grandparent albums. We've got grandparent frames. Would you like to buy a gift?
Yeah.
Is anybody's birthdays coming up? Do you need any photos? It's a perfect gift. Every time somebody comes in, I'm like, oh, as soon as I had my baby, I was like, right, that's what everyone's having for the rest of their lives. Photos of my child. I don't not have to buy another gift in my life. Everyone will have photos for the rest of their life.
Love that.
They are the perfect gifting opportunity.
Gifting opportunities, extra rooms. Don't just think about the main room, extra rooms, even future shoots. I remember at the end of a newborn shoot, my average newborn sale was 961. But I would constantly ask, they've finished placing their order, is there anything else I can help you with? Can I make some suggestions? And one of those suggestions was always, what about a sitter session? What about a 1 year? I know your baby's tiny right now, but the first year is going to go in a flash. What about capturing that 1 year? Shall we secure that right now? Yeah. And adding on a future shoot voucher.
Definitely. And my favourite is always, what about the baby's nursery? Do you want your baby to look at your maternity photos when they wake up in the morning? There you go. Yeah. Look at mum and dad, so happy and excited for me to be in their life.
Absolutely. Done. What a beautiful artwork to keep and hold on forever. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I must admit as well, I am enjoying, and I'm going to be a little bit smug here, I'm not going to lie, although it is tough in the industry right now, and photography can be deemed as a luxury, with brand and business, it is less of a luxury and more of a necessity.
You've got to have it.
But even us photographers, as business owners, visual content. So that's why, I've worked in weddings, in babies, in maternity, but now I am working a lot in business and brand. I am finding my clients invest with much more ease, especially in times when the economy is slow. So it's sometimes about thinking, is it time to maybe expand my business and look at just having a go at another genre, even if it's just for the time being. So there's always things. You've got to decide what to do for your business, what suits you. But there's always things we can do as photographers.
There's always room to pivot. There's no shame in pivoting and going, actually, today, I think we should be doing this. For example, our studio is on a very small high street, and every time a new business joins, we will go and do a session for them, whether it's like a new coffee shop have opened this week on our high street. So we did the wall art for them. They got lovely photos of coffee and things on the wall. They asked us to do it. I was like, absolutely. And we will always make a point of going and seeing those people. It's a coffee shop. So every time somebody says, we're going to love those, they're going to go, oh yeah, the girls up the street to them. No brainer.
Exactly.
And that was not photography that we usually do. It was helped by the fact that they were our newborn customers at one point. So it was, again, it was an existing customer that we built a relationship with. And as soon as they said, we're opening on your street, can you do this? We were like, absolutely, of course we will. Yeah. Because we already had the relationship with them. But now they will recommend us every time somebody points out those photos.
Exactly. And you don't necessarily even have to advertise that you do brand and business. You can just do it for a certain amount of time for a certain niche or a certain number of customers, just to bring in that extra cash, and it's going to get you future business, as you've just said.
Exactly.
It's wonderful.
Yes. So just to kind of round it off, don't sit in your backside watching Netflix
and drinking wine.
drinking wine. You've got to get out there and kind of push yourself, guys. It's hard. I know it is hard.
You absolutely have. And it is hard. It is really tough. I mean, I'm doing my free sales and marketing mini course next week. So we're going to be looking at 5 different ways.
Look at this, Gillian. Look at this.
Oh, you're very splash, very, very slick, my love. Much better than my bad technology today. Thank you, darling.
The link is in the description for you.
I'm really excited because it's a way of looking at 5 different marketing techniques that you might not have looked at so far that are going to bring in those extra bookings, those extra leads, and make some money. And that's what we're all about. You know, we love our photography, all of us do. We love serving our clients, but we also need to make money, because if we're not making money, we're running a hobby or a charity.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's good. Can't wait. 5-day mini course next week. Woo-hoo!
It is worth it, guys. Join. The link is in the description. Go and join now. Yeah, in 5 days of getting your head straight and getting the right ideas, moving you and pushing you. Let us know in the comments if you've already joined or what you're going to be doing. What you're going to be doing to improve your marketing or change things up. Let us know in the comments.
Absolutely. It's all going to be sales, marketing for any genre. We are going to be talking about brand photography. So if you are interested in looking at brand photography as an expansion of your business, we'll definitely be covering that. But all the marketing techniques, they're universal, so you can apply them to any genre. So yeah, it's exciting. We're going to get stuff done.
Sounds amazing. I'm very sad I won't be doing it. I'm not going to lie. Perhaps I'll jump on if I can. If I find 2 minutes between editing. Christy has got me chained to the desk for the next 2 weeks. I'm not allowed to move. We've got so much content that we need to make. And we've got we're talking in Wales and West photography show in June. Amazing. So we need to finish the presentation for that. Like, there's just too much going on.
Busy. But that's good. You don't like to be quiet anyway, so that's good.
I don't like to be quiet. I do like some free time to myself, but apparently it's not happening. If you go down into the description, guys, there is also a link to our Facebook group. It is quite new, but we are building it slowly. Where we've got lots of content in there, loads of new things for you to try, new tutorials. We'll post a bit of everything in there. There's chats going on. You can post your photos. If you want some help with anything, let us know. But yeah, it's all in the description. Thank you so much, Gillian. It's been lovely to speak to you, as always.
It's lovely.
I'm so sad that we keep missing you. Every time you're in the UK, we miss you. I feel like I know we do need to come to Spain. When this client said she was in Spain, I was like, oh my God, is she by Gillian? And she wasn't. She was in Mallorca. I was like, no. But never mind. We will come and visit at some point.
I would love that. Oh my God, I've got a guest apartment with your name on it.
You won't get rid of us.
Everyone says that.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone that watched today. There's links in the description, and we will see you all soon. Bye.
Thanks, Apple. Loads of love. Bye, guys.